The world is 4.5 billion years old. And in that time, it's been through a lot, watching many a species come and go. And until we all learn to be kinder to the planet, it'll need more help than ever to keep its wildlife inhabitants and the environment safe. Which is why every single day and in every corner of the earth, it seeks brave, courageous children who are willing to step up and save the day. These young heroes are called Ranger Buddies.
Have you heard about a team? They go on missions every day, having fun, doing stuff with wildlife all the way. So much to do and to see. This world needs you and me. Let's start our mission straight away. Ranger buddies are coming to save the day. Meet animal buddies who understand what we say. Hey, Kanta! It's nice to see you, let's get moving. Let's start our missions straight away. Ranger buddies are coming to save the day. Yeah, Ranger buddies are coming to save the day.
Hi, good morning. You do know the park is open, right? Yeah, this way.
Alright, Ranger Buddies, we are now in the amazing new park, Rainforest Wild ASIA. But before we start our adventure, we need your help.
That's right. Every good explorers need the right outfits for an adventure. What do you think we should wear?
Should we be wearing slippers?
Looks like there are some rocky paths. Slippers might cut our feet. Maybe covered shoes?
Should we bring a cap to keep out the sun?
Or our toys to play with at the park?
Should we bring a heavy bag filled with many things?
Or maybe we should pack light?
Do we need our water bottles?
What do you think will be the right outfit? Ta-da! We are all dressed up and ready for adventure.
Covered shoes to protect our feet,
A hat to keep out the sun,
a light bag to move around easily,
and water bottles to hydrate ourselves.
I wonder if any of you dressed up like explorers too.
I see many of you in explorer outfits. Good job, everyone! So, Ranger Buddies, are you ready to join us on our mission today?
I hope you are. Now, let's recite the Ranger Buddies pledge.
Now, Ranger Buddies, put your fists on your chest. We will say each line first, and then you can repeat after us.
I pledge to be a Ranger Buddy
And embrace courage.
to be a hero every day and everywhere.
Looks like we are ready.
Yes, we are.
Before we start the mission, Ranger Buddies, stand up and join the fun when you see the standing symbol on the screen.
And when you see the sitting icon, it means it is time to sit down and get ready to listen.
Adults, please remind your students to sit down or stand up when the symbols appear.
Let's start our mission and explore the park already, Hailee.
Now, Ranger Buddies, as we explore the park, let's remember to use our quiet feet together with our quiet exploration rhyme.
Let's all try it out. 1, 2, here we go. 3, 4, let's explore.
5, 6, quiet steps.
7, 8, almost there. 9, 10, silent friends.
Excellent try, Ranger Buddies. Now let's head towards our first stop, the forest floor habitat.
Oh. Looks like there's a river that we need to cross.
I think we can step on the big rock to cross it.
Ranger Buddies, looks like it's time for a game of boulder hopscotch challenge.
Let us show you how it's done first. Swing your arms.
Don't forget to bend your knees and jump!
I think we're ready. Let's go.
Great job, Ranger Buddies! You successfully completed the challenge.
Looks like we have reached the forest floor. Animals in this habitat are free to roam around. Some might even come up close to us.
Where is the hawk deer that lives in this habitat?
Ranger Buddies, let's play a listening and observing game to spot the hawk deer. If you can't see them, stay as quiet as a mouse and listen carefully to the sounds around you. You might hear the rustling of dried leaves or the branches moving. Those could be the clues that the hawk deer is nearby. I think I hear something. Do you hear the rustling sound? It could be the hawk deer moving through the trees. Let's stay very still and see if we can spot it.
Look, over there! I think I see a shadow moving behind the bushes. Could that be the hawk deer? Let's watch and listen carefully so we don't scare it away.
Did you know that when a hawk deer gets scared, it doesn't leap over things like most deer? Instead, it will run away with its head down like a pig or a wild hog.
Ah, that is why they are called hawk deer.
Also, hawk deer usually live alone. However, sometimes you may see them in small groups when there are a lot of food around. But I can't really see them properly as they are hiding behind the bushes. Let me go closer.
Hey, stop! Ranger Buddies, here's the first rule. Always keep a safe distance from the animals. We should watch from a distance and listen quietly so we don't disturb them.
Oh yes, I remember this. We have to keep our hands to ourselves too. It is important to respect the animal's space.
That's right. Now that we've seen the hawk deer and explored the forest floor, let's head off to the canopy.
Let's recite our quiet exploration rhyme.
1, 2, here we go. 3, 4, let's explore. 5, 6, quiet steps. 7, 8, almost there. 9, 10, silent friends.
Kiara, looks like we need to balance on these logs to reach the canopy.
Let's play a balancing game, Ranger Buddies. We'll try balancing on one leg, just like walking across a log. Ready? Let's see how steady we can be.
Keep your arms out for balance. You can do it, Ranger Buddies.
Try balancing it with one foot. Oh!
Keep steady, everyone.
Stretch your arms wide open.
Another leg. Lift up your leg again. Whoa, be careful. We're almost there.
Great balancing skills, Ranger Buddies.
Alright, Ranger Buddies, we are here at the canopy. Let's keep a lookout for the red-shank douc langur.
Kiara, over there. The langur is over there on the trees. Here's a fun fact about the primates here in the canopy. Did you know not all the monkeys have sweet tooth? Some monkeys like the red-shanked douc langur don't eat sweet, ripe fruits because they can't digest them.
That's right, Hailee. Instead, they feed mainly on leaves.
Monkeys are generally curious and might take the food that you are holding thinking it's something for them to eat.
That's right. It's time to highlight our second rule. No eating in walk-through aviaries and always hold onto your trash.
We don't want to leave anything behind that could make the animals sick because they may get curious and think it's food for them.
Here in our habitats, we keep our animals healthy by giving them a well-balanced diet. They also have special areas where they can enjoy their meals, specially prepared by our animal care team.
So let's make sure to keep our food with us and hold on to our trash in the park by following these rules so we can keep the canopy safe and fun for everyone. Alright Ranger Buddies, it is time to play Stop the Bad Behaviours. Let's see if you can spot any good or bad behaviours happening here in the park.
If we spot bad behavior, like someone eating inside an area where eating or drinking is not allowed, we will show an X sign.
However, if someone is showing good behavior in the park, like holding onto their trash, we will show an O sign.
Let's play, Ranger Buddies! Look carefully and see if you can spot the good and bad behaviors. Look at the lady keeping her trash in her bag because there isn't a bin nearby. If you think it is a good behavior, show us an O sign.
If you think it is a bad behavior, show us an X sign.
You are right, Ranger Buddies! It is a good behavior. We keep the park clean by holding on to our trash.
Let's take a look at the next scenario.
Look at that person eating her snack. Should you do that in the park? If you think it is a bad behavior, show us the X sign.
Or if you think it is a good behavior, show us the O sign.
That is right, Ranger Buddies. It is a bad behavior. We should avoid eating in the park when we see a sign that reminds us not to.
Shall we look at the next scenario?
Ranger Buddies, that lady threw her trash on the floor. If that is a good behavior, show us the O sign.
If it is a bad behavior, show us the X sign.
Got your answer, Ranger Buddies? That's right. Littering in the park is a bad behavior.
Remember to keep your trash in your bag or hold on to it until you see a bin.
Let's look at the last scenario.
That lady stopped eating and kept her snack in her bag. If that is good behavior, show us the O sign.
If that is a bad behavior, show us the X sign.
Have you thought about it, Ranger Buddies?
The answer is yes, it is a good behavior. We do not eat in areas of the park when reminded, as there might be curious animals around.
Great job, Ranger Buddies! Now we have known which action help us to be kind and respectful in the park. Let's remember to make good choices on our adventure. Now, Ranger Buddies, we are off to the next stop on our map. Let's recite our quiet exploration rhyme.
1, 2, here we go. 3, 4, let's explore. 5, 6, quiet steps. 7, 8, almost there. 9, 10, silent friends.
Seems like there is another river to cross.
Ooh, looks like we get to play the game Boulder Hopscotch again.
I think we're ready. Let's go. We did an excellent job jumping on the boulders to cross the river.
We are here to look for the dholes.
Now let's use our listening and observation skills, Ranger Buddies. Look closely and listen carefully. There are clues around which help us to find out if the animals are nearby.
For example, we might spot some footprints on the ground, or even poop. These signs tell us the animals have passed through here or are living around us.
That's right, Kiara. Dholes, like many animals, leave clues to show where they have been. Keep your eyes peeled for footprints in the dirt or little piles of poop. It helps us to know where they are moving to and if they have been close by.
And remember, just because we can't spot the animal doesn't mean it's not there. Animals can be very careful and hide well, so the signs they leave behind are important clues.
Exactly. So let's take a moment and look around carefully. Keep your ears open too, because we might hear the dholes communicating with their special sounds.
Oh yes, those are interesting animals. They communicate using different sounds like whines, growls, yaps, and squeaks.
Those sounds help them to talk to each other, especially when they are close by. But for long distance communication, they use a special whistle, like this.
That sounds familiar. Sounds like a beeping machine. And because of that whistle, those earn their nickname, the whistling dog. Isn't that cool? So if we listen carefully, we might just hear their special whistles.
Ranger Buddies, take the time to use your listening ears in the park. You might be able to hear the dholes whistle among many different sounds. Hey, I think I hear a dole.
Me too.
Now, do you think the sound is coming from this side? If so, show me a big heart.
If you think the sound is coming from this side, wiggle your body.
Well, if you think the sound of the dole is coming from my side, you are right. Kiara, let's go this way.
Oh, I saw it. Look, over there. Those are wild dogs found in Asia, and they stand to about half the height of a preschool child.
And guess what? Those are carnivores, which means they eat mostly meat.
Those are also great hunters because they work together in small groups of 3 to 5 to hunt animals like wild goats and hares. Alright, Ranger Buddies, we are on our way to the last destination on the map, the watering hole. 1, 2, here we go. 3, 4, let's explore. 5, 6, quiet steps. 7, 8, almost there. 9, 10, silent friends.
Kiara, look! Another log to cross over! Ranger Buddies, time to balance across the log again.
Remember, stretch out your hands to keep yourself steady. Let's cross the log now.
Remember to balance on one foot.
Keep yourself steady, Ranger Buddies.
Remember, stretch your arms out wide to balance.
We are halfway there. Be careful.
We're almost there.
Just a bit more, everyone.
Oh.
We've crossed the logs. Great balancing skills, Ranger Buddies. Let's go, Hailee. Ranger Buddies, the third rule is to always watch out for your safety. If it starts to rain, find shelter to stay dry. And be sure to look out for the lightning warning system. If we see the red siren flashing, we need to stay safe and head to shelter immediately. Remember, Ranger Buddies, we want to stay safe and dry so we can keep having fun on our venture.
Kiara, I think we are lost. We must have gotten too excited and wandered off the paths. We forgot all about the fourth rule, which is always stay on designated paths.
I know! Let's follow the tree markers to get back on track. Tree markers are ribbons tied on trees to guide explorers or hikers through the forest. They'll show us the way to our next stop on the map. Let's look carefully for those ribbons. They'll help us find our path. This time round, we will remember to always stay on designated paths.
Alright, Ranger Buddies, we have come to a fork in the road and we need your help. Should we go down the path on the left or right? Remember, look closely and choose the one with the tree marker to help us find our way. Is it left or right? Great! We are going to take the path on the left and see if we can spot more tree markers along the way. Get ready for some action.
That's right. As we search for the markers, we need to be quick on our feet.
We must watch where we are going, so get ready to jump over logs as we move along the path.
Let's go.
Alright, time to jump. Jump! Your turn.
Jump!
Everyone is doing great.
There's another log coming up ahead.
And jump!
And jump!
Oh, I see a log in front of us. Are we ready? And jump!
And jump! Yay!
Wow, that was fun. And we didn't bump into anything or trip over any rocks. Well done!
And look, we just spotted another tree marker. We are definitely on the right track.
Yep, it's decision time again. Ranger Buddies, should we go down the path on the left or right? Remember, we are looking for those tree markers. Take a good look and can you spot which path has the ribbon tied to a tree? Left or right? You've got it! We are taking the path on the right this time. But stay alert.
Do you see that? The tapir habitat is right ahead.
Let's go! Hey, that nose looks a little familiar. Kind of like a mini elephant's trunk.
That's because a tapir has flexible snouts, just like an elephant's. It can move in all directions to help the tapir sniff out tasty food.
Tapirs use it to pluck leaves and fruits from trees and bushes.
And here's something super cool. When the tapir goes underwater, it uses its snout as a snorkel to breathe, just like we might with a snorkel mask when we go swimming.
Wow, that was amazing! We explored so many incredible places today.
And we met some fascinating forest animals too.
Yes, we saw the hawk deer, the red-shank douc langur, the dhole, and also the tapir.
But guess what? There's still so much more to see.
That's why we want you, Ranger Buddies, to come explore Rainforest Wild ASIA for yourselves.
Don't forget the park etiquette that we learned during our adventure.
Number 1, keep a safe distance from the animals and listen quietly so we don't disturb them.
Number 2, no eating in places where signs say not to, and always hold on to your trash.
Number 3, keep yourself safe. If it starts to rain, remember to put on your raincoat and find a dry spot to stay under.
Number 4, always stay on designated paths.
So Ranger Buddies, put on your best explorer outfit, bring your curiosity and get ready for an adventure of a lifetime.
Educators, please scan the QR code to receive questions to review the show with your students.
Consider sharing your students' responses with us through the form.
You may find out more about our new Rainforest Wild ASIA preschool program within the form.
Thank you for joining us on this adventure, Ranger Buddies. See you soon!
Ranger buddies.